In the last video on the Gestures game, which we renamed to be the Pirates game, we changed the logo. Now it's pretty much the same thing to change the other images in the game. So for example, the game right now consists of these arrows. So here is the dark arrow, which we swipe in the direction it's pointing. Here's the larger version for iPad. Here is the blank arrow, which we swipe in the opposite direction. And here's the larger version. So we need two arrow things that go along with the pirate game. So what I'm going to suggest is the use of a sword. So for this demo, I'm going to go to Google, and I'm going to go to Images, and I'm just going to put in sword. All right, so I get a lot of them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to Search Tools, and in order to get a sword that's public domain, I'm going to click Usage Rights, and then Labeled for Reuse. Okay, now I can use any one of these swords in the game. Now you'll probably want to use a more established stock photography site such as Dreamtime, Shutterstock, iStock Photo, or my favorite, Photalia. But for now, we'll go down and we'll look for some swords that we might be able to use in the game. Now we need two swords. And here's one that has four, and they're different colored. So one will be swiped in one direction and the other swiped in the other direction. So I'll download this file. Okay, and that's what I use for the arrows. So let me go back to the game, and I'll take the larger one of the arrows. So again, I'll hold down the control, tap on the keypad, open an external editor. So now all I want to do is grab one of these swords and put it on that image. So I'll select it, I'll copy it, go back to my sword or my arrow, add a new layer, get rid of the old layer, and paste it in. Now I want to make sure it's in the right direction, so I'll just turn it, same as the arrow. And there you go. So again, I'm going to go File and Save. I'm going to save it as a PNG file. Get rid of the copy. Hit Enter and then Replace. And now, that's part of my game. So again, if I run the game, I have to make sure I'm in iPad. And see if I see my new sword. And there it is. I'll swipe it in the right direction, and there it goes. So if I swipe it in the wrong direction, I get the red arrow, which you could leave, or if you go back to the game, I would go to arrow wrong. There's the red arrow, and I could change that to something else if I wanted to. But this is the procedure you follow throughout the game to change all the images. Now how about the sounds? I'm going to go down to the sounds folder. Here's the background track, the correct and the wrong sounds, and you can play them right in the game. Now they're pretty basic, so you may want something that's a little more interesting. So for sounds, probably your best bet is Audio Jungle. So let's go to that site. And here's where you can inexpensively purchase WAV and AIF files. So I could simply, for example, put Pirates in here and see what they have. And they've got a lot, so I might want to bring it down to something like sound. And you go through and listen to some of these files and decide on which one you want to download. Since I've already downloaded some files, I'll go into my account. Alright, that sounds good, so I'll download it. Now you need a simple audio editor to open that file and prepare it to go into the game. So I'm going to go get the file. And then my editor is called Amadeus Pro. And here's the file. Okay. So we'll go back to the game. And like the images, I'm going to right-click on the audio file that I want to change, open an external editor, and you can see it's a simple sound. So what I'll do is I'll go to the pirate sound that I want, select it, copy it, go back to the wrong click file, select all, but paste in my pirate sound, and then save. And that's it. Now I'll go back to the game. My new sound is in the game. And that's the sound the user will hear whenever they make a mistake, swiping or tapping